Hi everyone, Joe Ordia here for SolarSurge, and today I'm joined by Ean Kyler, CEO here at Krannich Solar at the Northeast office in Philadelphia. And Ian, I really appreciate you spending some time with us. I know you and I have had a chance to work together a lot in the past, particularly back when I was installing. But we're actually here on site at the Philadelphia warehouse today. And Ian, I'd like to just learn a little bit more about, Krannich Solar. How did you all start, and how did you come to be what the business is today?
Yeah, thanks, Joe. Thanks for stopping by, and good to see you again. So Krannich Solar started in 1995. Kurt Krannich, who is our owner, he was an installer actually in Germany, and he found it hard to get product, which we're dealing with still today around the globe. He had some installer friends, and he decided to start sourcing product and supplying other installers in Germany. And you fast forward 27 years, he grew the business and continued to invest in it to 27 branches around the world, brick and mortars. So we're on every continent. And so, basically from our side, he wanted to really stay with that core competency of, solar panels, inverters, and racking supplier, right? Really having a pure focus on solar and not electrical distribution and then adding solar. So, that's how it started.
Great. And so where's the business today? I know when I was working with you, mostly it was out of this office here, or maybe your older one here in Philadelphia area. But where's Krannich Solar now within the United States? Where do you have a presence?
Well, we've grown with the market, Joe. I mean, it's been quite a ride, since we've been working together. So we have currently in New Jersey, we have this office that you're currently in, right outside of Philadelphia, and 2 other warehouses right nearby. We also have Longwood, Florida, which is outside of Orlando, and that's another brick and mortar. And in California, we have Southern California in Oceanside, and we have Sacramento as a warehouse, as well as another smaller warehouse down south. And our newest branch opening, hopefully in the next couple months, is San Marcos in Texas.
That's excellent. In fact, those are all places where we're doing a lot of projects here at SolarSurge. California, of course, but Texas and Florida are our number 2 and our number 3 markets, so it's great to see that you have a presence there as well. Now, if you're a solar installer out there, I know one of the things you're probably wondering about is just availability of product. Where we've all heard about the supply chain issues and some of the supply chain disruptions and potentially price increases. But Ian, what are you seeing now as far as being able to get product into the hands of installers?
Well, it's difficult, there's a lot of things going on in the world right now. However, with Krannich Solar being a global distributor, we have a little bit of a leg up, in my opinion, to some of the other distributors in the U.S. And the reason being is we're in 27 countries, so we have the intel from, our colleagues abroad, as well as, just the buying power, right? So we're not U.S.-centric. We have, Mexico City as well we have in North America. So we have a lot of buying power, but also we're ahead of the trends in terms of issues happening. So, with the supply chain, with semiconductors, panels, inverters, we're usually a month or 2 from an intelligence standpoint ahead, so we can plan and buy product basically and bring it into the U.S. So from our side, we're usually well prepared to fulfill, and our lead times are much shorter than our competitors, frankly, and that's just due to our size globally.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I know, again, when we were installing, sometimes we would call, the day before, and you'd have a truckload to us the very next day, or, at least by the end of the following day. Are you seeing any particular shortages with batteries or inverters right now that we ought to be aware of?
Yeah, so lead times are, quite long for everyone right now due to the semiconductor shortage and a few other issues, including transportation and fuel pricing. So that's another piece to consider. So if you are looking, or if my advice to an installer is if you're looking for inverters, lead times can go out to 26 weeks. We're seeing with some products and some of the larger brands. However, we're well stocked here in most of our warehouses. We usually have at least 3 to 6 months worth of stock. That doesn't mean order late, right? It means to plan ahead. But I would say this year will be a challenge, 2022, regarding panels and inverters because of multiple reasons, right? You have geopolitical tensions, you have freight transportation issues, right? We have fuel problems, and we also have some legislation that we're battling through here. But we're well prepared, so we're not behind the ball here. We're stocking up and really putting orders in to serve our customers, because if we don't have product, then people can't install, and then the industry doesn't do well, and we don't want that to happen at all.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we got to keep things flowing. So, for those that are watching out there that are installers, what are some of the things that you all can offer as a solar-specific distributor that maybe they might not be able to get from a, one-stop shop electrical supply?
Well, I mean, you touched on it before, Joe. Our lead time and fulfillment's pretty solid. We can turn around an order in less than 24 hours. We have dedicated sales reps that they'll be able to pick up their phone or should pick up their phone all day and night to serve installers. Our global buying power allows us to have things in quicker and cutting edge technologies, which you talk about a lot on your YouTube channel. So that's part of what we do and what separates us, but I think really is the core of it is our ethos, right? So we are solar specific, and we're dedicated to decentralizing utilities and giving independence to people. And so we're focusing on panels, inverters, and racking, whereas others are hopping on the trend a little bit later as a supplier. So really it's our steadfast support for solar globally, our buying power, our lead time, and our customer service. That's really what's setting us apart. And we look forward to growing in the U.S. and I think it's right now we're barely, even though we've been in it a long time, we're barely scratching the surface here.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting decade to come for sure. I know a lot of the installers out there right now are dealing with a lot of challenges with just getting their hands on the materials that they need to complete the installations for these projects that are in many cases already under contract, already on the books. What are some of the brands that you have available right now?
So we carry a wide range of portfolio products, and for our global buying power, we're able to source the best products we feel that are available. In terms of panels, we carry Axitec Solar, Canadian Solar, Phono, Silfab, Q-Cells, Solaria, and a new U.S. brand called Crossroads Solar that we're pretty excited about.
Okay, that's great. And what about on the inverter side? I know we were looking earlier at the new Enphase IQ8 microinverters. What inverter brands do you have available right now as far as for immediate delivery?
Yeah, so we have the Enphase, new product of Enphase, and their older 7 series as well. We have SolarEdge, of course, Fronius, SMA, GE, BYD, Fortress, and Solarc, AP Systems, and Yada as well.
Great, great. And are you carrying the Generac product as well? Is that something you plan to carry?
Yeah, of course, I forgot about that. Yeah, so Generac is another great product that we carry. We brought them on 2 years ago, and we're seeing some, great adoption from the market there. And I know you've spoken about it on your channel, and it's really exciting to see a company like Generac get into the market and really get into renewables. You can tell they're committed to it, so I'm excited to see them grow with us.
Yeah, absolutely. We were just talking about that earlier. Generac, I think, has just made their 3rd or 4th acquisition in the renewable energy space. So it seems like they're here to stay. Obviously, General Electric now getting into it. They're a major player. So it is going to be an exciting decade. Maybe a few bumps that we're dealing with at the present moment. But folks, again, if you're a solar installer out there and you need to get supplied with materials and you need to get supplied timely at a competitive price, be sure to reach out to Krannich Solar. We've done business with them for several years. They're very, very cost competitive and very fast to get you what you need. As always, you can just go visit them directly on their website, which is krannich-solar.com/US. Or, of course, you can pick up the phone and call and talk to one of the team members here. I'm sure they'd be happy to talk to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I guess, Ian, any last things before we end today's interview?
Yeah, Joe, and I appreciate you coming by. We're a big fan of you guys here, and we're looking forward to helping out installers across the country. As the energy market grows here and the solar market grows, and I'm excited to kind of dive into my next decade here in solar, which seems like a lifetime, but we're still at the beginning, and I'm excited to talk to any installers. Feel free to contact us at any time or email me, and maybe Joe, you can share my contact information or our office contact information. And looking forward to serving any installer across the nation.
Excellent. Yeah, guys, we'll make sure we put a link down below where you can reach out to Krannich. So again, if you're an installer and you need to get supplied with material, whether it's panels, inverters, batteries, they have everything that you need here. Of course, if you're a homeowner out there and you're looking at different equipment options for your home, or if you need to just get some pricing to see what a solar system or a solar with battery system would look like for your home, as always, just feel free to reach out to us on the link below there. We'll set up a quick virtual meeting with one of our team members, and we can kind of show you and talk through what the different options are. Well, Ian, thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for coming, Joe.
Yep.
Appreciate it very
Really
much.
appreciate your time today. Hey, guys, as always, I'm Joe Ordia here, encouraging you to get prepared and be empowered. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.